God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you. Something very shocking will happen to you tonight. It's very important for you to hear this before it vanishes in 35 seconds, so listen to God now. You've ignored too many signs already. You've dismissed too many whispers. You've turned your head when I tried to get your attention gently. I am not coming to you with another soft whisper. I am coming to you with a shaking, because what is about to happen tonight will not be quiet. It will not be small. And you need to stay with me right now, because if you miss this, you will lose something that cannot be replaced easily. I need you to hear me until the very end, or the door I'm holding open for you will close before you reach it. Comment Amen to affirm that your spirit is listening to this message. You are standing in the middle of a divine deadline. I have been waiting on you, watching you cry alone, watching you battle demons I never intended for you to carry this long. I have been waiting for you to stop scrolling, stop doubting, and finally realize that this moment, right now, is me. This message is not just a warning. It is a lifeline, a moment of supernatural interruption to grab your soul before something irreversible takes place. I watched you while you sat with your head low, wondering if I had forgotten you, wondering why nothing has worked out, why the doors keep shutting, why the betrayals won't stop. I saw you praying through clenched teeth, tired but still hoping I would show up. And I have. I'm here now. And I need you to understand that what happens next is not random. It is not coincidence. It is me, answering the cry of your spirit in a way you didn't expect. Like this video if your heart is still beating and you know I have kept you alive for a reason. Tonight will not be just another night. The atmosphere around you is charged. Angels have already been sent on assignment. A shift has already started. I will either shake loose what you were too afraid to let go of, or I will shake open a door that fear told you was permanently sealed. But something will move, and I don't want you caught off guard when it does. That's why I'm speaking this with urgency. You've been playing small with things I called you to master. You've been quiet in rooms where your voice was meant to carry my power. You've been delaying obedience because you were afraid of the cost. But delaying me costs more. I'm not calling you to comfort. I'm calling you to purpose. And that purpose is going to be triggered tonight, whether you are ready or not. I don't want you running from it. I want you positioned. I've allowed you to feel my silence, not because I wasn't near, but because you needed to grow beyond needing constant confirmation. Now I speak with clarity. This is that moment. This is that confirmation. This is that divine shock that will remove every excuse. You are not watching this by accident. You are watching this because time just shifted for you. A moment of awakening is upon you. Comment 1111. If you believe your breakthrough is overdue and on the way, do not run from this shaking. Do not fear what I break apart. Some things must collapse so that what is holy can be rebuilt. Some relationships must end so that your identity can begin. Some patterns must be destroyed so that your anointing can emerge. I am not punishing you. I am protecting the future version of you that I already see. The you that is bold. The you that walks in authority. The you that stops people from giving up because your survival becomes their testimony. You keep wondering why the warfare won't stop. It won't stop because your calling is rare. Hell is threatened by what I put in you. You are not just chosen. You are appointed for this generation. You are the voice that darkness hopes stays silent. You are the light I want to keep lit when everything else goes dark. You are the one I keep defending, even when you feel like giving up on yourself. I did not bring you this far to leave you. I did not protect you from the accident, the overdose, the betrayal, the breakdown, just to abandon you now. I rescued you because you are part of something bigger, something divine, something that must come to pass. And I will keep calling you until you answer me with your full heart, not just your Sunday prayers, not just your moments of desperation, but your daily, quiet, surrendered yes. This is not a general warning. This is a sacred summons. Heaven is watching, the angels are moving, demons are trembling, and you, my child, are being called into alignment tonight. I will not ask again in the same way. I am giving you this window of mercy to respond with urgency. Delay is not safety anymore. Distraction is not harmless anymore. The time has come to step into what I ordained before you were even formed. When the shaking happens tonight, do not question me, do not panic. Remember these words, remember this moment. Remember that I told you in advance, so your faith wouldn't crumble. I am preparing you to carry what you prayed for. But before the blessing comes the breaking. Before the miracle comes the movement. Before the promise comes the process. This is that moment for you, and I am with you in it all. You think you are not ready, but I've already made the way. You think you are too broken, but I see strength in your scars. You think you are too late, but I hold time in my hands. I will redeem everything the enemy stole. I will restore what you thought was dead. I will give you peace that confuses people and joy that makes no sense. But I need your full attention, now, not tomorrow. Not when it's convenient, now. Comment 222. If you trust that what's happening is part of God's perfect plan, could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Keep watching. Don't scroll away. This is not just a word. This is a divine encounter, a holy conversation between me and your soul. You've wanted me to be real. You've begged me to speak clearly. And now I am. Don't silence me again. Don't walk away from the very voice you've been needing. I won't force you. But I am telling you with all the power in heaven and earth, if you walk away from this moment unchanged, you will miss something that only comes once in a generation. Tonight, I'm not just passing by. I'm stepping in. I'm reaching into the places no one else sees, the private battles, the buried memories, the unspoken disappointments. I'm not coming to judge you. I'm coming to lift the weight that's been crushing your spirit. You've been trying to carry it all by yourself, hoping no one notices how close you've been to collapsing. But I noticed. I saw it all, and I've been waiting for the exact moment when your heart would be still enough to hear me again. Comment 333 to declare your faith in the timing of my hand. I want to talk to that part of you that's been numb, the part of you that stopped expecting good things because disappointment kept repeating. You started calling survival a blessing, but I never meant for you to just survive. I meant for you to overflow. But your heart got tired of being let down, and you stopped dreaming, you stopped asking. You started shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that couldn't contain the destiny I placed on you. But I'm breaking that pattern now. I'm tearing down the mindset that told you to settle. I'm shattering the belief that says you're too late or too flawed. I'm reintroducing you to the version of yourself that I created before life tried to dim your fire. And I'm doing it through a storm, through this moment, through this holy disruption that may feel like chaos, but is actually divine construction. I'm not tearing you down, I'm tearing down what doesn't belong in your future. You don't have to fight me. You don't have to understand every detail. Just trust that I am God, and I don't make mistakes. I know how to restore everything. I know how to heal what's beyond words. I know how to rebuild what others walked away from. And I'm starting with you, right now. While the world is busy chasing noise, I'm here, steady and unchanging, whispering to your soul, you are not alone, and you never were. You keep measuring your worth by what you've lost, but I measure it by what I placed inside you. And that value cannot be stolen, it cannot be ruined, it cannot be silenced. I didn't pick you because you were perfect. I picked you because you were willing to keep coming back, even after everything tried to destroy your faith. That's what makes you chosen. That's what makes you mine. Comment 555. If you know I'm calling your name again, the world around you is shifting and things will start to feel unfamiliar. Don't be alarmed when people walk away or when doors suddenly shut. I'm not punishing you, I'm positioning you. I'm removing what can no longer walk beside the future I've written. This next chapter demands space, clarity, and obedience. You cannot take clutter into a promised land, and some of what you're holding onto is clutter to your spirit. I've sent this message to prepare you, because when the shock comes, I don't want your heart to break, I want your faith to rise. When the unexpected happens tonight, when the conversation ends or the news arrives or the change begins, I want you to remember my voice. I want you to remember that I told you something would happen. That I gave you this word in love, not in anger. I warned you because I care. I revealed this because you matter. And I will be standing beside you the whole way through. It's not too late. The enemy has been whispering lies into your mind, telling you that you're behind, that you missed it, that you'll never recover. But that is not my voice. My voice is hope. My voice is grace. My voice says, even now, I can redeem it. You have not missed your moment. You are walking into it. Every delay, every heartbreak, every detour, it was all part of me protecting your anointing until the time was right, and that time is now. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to hold on to my hand. I will walk with you through this. Through the confusion, through the transition, through the silence that follows the shock. I am the God who stays. I'm not going anywhere. And I will not allow this season to destroy you. It will build you. It will refine you. It will wake up something powerful inside of you. There is something sacred about this very second. Don't dismiss it. I don't speak like this often. I wait for moments where your heart is soft enough to feel me deeply. And right now, I feel you listening not just with your ears, but with your soul. That's when miracles happen, when you lean in, when you stop pretending, when you finally say, God, I can't do this without you anymore. That's when I rush in. That's when I break through every wall. Comment 1212. If you know I've kept you alive for something greater, you have survived things that were meant to end you. That wasn't random. That was my protection. I covered you when you didn't even ask. I spared you from consequences that should have broken your future. I held your heart when no one else knew it was breaking. You are here because I want you here. You are not an accident. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are divinely carried by the hand of the Creator. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Let me remind you who you are. You are royalty. You are seated in heavenly places. You are filled with authority, even when you feel weak. You carry a purpose so deep, hell has tried repeatedly to snuff it out. But it couldn't, because I said no. I placed a hedge around you. I told the darkness how far it could go. I interrupted the enemy's plans more times than you know. Because you belong to me. Tonight, when the shift happens, you will know it was me. Whether through a dream, a message, a divine encounter, or a disruption, pay attention. Don't run. Don't brush it off. Sit with it. Let me speak through it. Let me realign you through it. This is not punishment. This is promotion. This is how I catapult those who are chosen but have been delayed. You are coming into alignment. And that means everything is about to change. Your prayers didn't go unheard. Your tears didn't fall in vain. I'm collecting them. I'm responding to them. I'm answering them. Just not always in the way you expected. I'm doing something deeper, something lasting, something eternal. Because I love you that much, I won't give you what will impress others. I'll give you what will save you. I'll give you what will outlast the applause. What will matter when you're standing at the edge of your destiny and need real faith, not fake promises. You've outgrown what was comfortable. That's why things stopped feeling right. That's why the people around you stopped understanding you. You're not losing your mind. You're growing into your anointing. And it's heavy sometimes, I know. But you were built for this. You were not made to live in the shadows, to stay small, to settle for what you can manage. I created you to carry my light into places others were too afraid to go. Comment 777. If you receive this as your confirmation, the pain you've been feeling isn't failure. It's labor. You are birthing something eternal, something powerful, something that will ripple through generations. But birthing is not easy. It hurts, it isolates. It forces you to push when you're already tired. But hear me clearly, I will not let you push alone. I am with you in the pressure. I am in the tension. I am the strength behind your next breath, the hand holding you steady while everything around you shifts. The shock I spoke of, it's not coming to destroy your life. It's coming to reset it, to jar your focus back onto me, to separate what is sacred from what is temporary. I will expose lies. I will close doors. I will end cycles. I will show you who's for you and who's not. And though it may sting at first, what comes after will be peace like you've never known. Peace that settles your spirit. Peace that guides your steps without confusion. Some of what you've been holding on to isn't just slowing you down, it's poisoning your vision. You can't move forward carrying what's been draining you. That's why I'm removing it now. Even if you don't understand it. Even if you cry through it. I need your hands free for what I'm placing in them. I need your eyes clear to see the path I've set before you. I'm not just rearranging your surroundings, I'm renewing your spirit. Comment 999. If you know this is God cutting ties to make room for truth, I want you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Growth lives there. Obedience lives there. The kind of faith that moves mountains lives there. You've prayed for me to use you, and I will. But you must allow me to empty you of everything that's been filling you with fear. You must release control and trust my timing, even when it looks nothing like your plan. This next season will not be about proving your worth to others. It will be about walking in the truth that you are already worthy because I said so. You won't need validation. You won't need applause. You'll just need me. And I will give you everything necessary to fulfill what I've spoken over you. I'm not sending you out empty. I'm filling you with power, boldness, clarity, and divine favor that cannot be explained. People may start to question your shift. They may not understand your new priorities. That's okay. You are not called to be understood, you are called to be obedient. When I told Noah to build the ark, people mocked him until the rain came. When I called David, he was overlooked, underestimated, and left in the fields. When I chose Mary, she carried a miracle that no one could comprehend. You are part of that same divine pattern. You've been hidden on purpose. But you won't stay hidden much longer. I've been preparing you in silence for a release in the open. What you've endured privately will birth power that shows publicly. People won't understand how you got through what you did, but I will make it clear that I was the one who carried you through. Your story will not just be survival, it will be a declaration of my glory. And when the shock of this night settles, you'll feel something different inside, a shift, a clarity, a stillness that you've been craving for years. You'll feel me taking up space in the places where fear once lived. You'll breathe again, not just to survive, but to truly live. Because I didn't call you to a life of anxiety. I called you to a life of peace. Peace that comes from knowing I'm in control, even when nothing makes sense. Comment 1010. If you're ready for peace, that doesn't depend on your surroundings. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Don't keep trying to fix what I've already released you from. Some doors are shut for a reason. Some chapters ended so you could stop reading old pain and start writing new promises. You're not bound to your past. You're not tied to your mistakes. My mercy rewrites the record. My grace restores the years. My love reaches into the deepest places of shame and pulls you out with dignity. You've been too hard on yourself. You keep replaying moments where you wish you'd done better. But I'm not holding those against you. I never was. I saw the intention of your heart, even when your actions fell short. I saw the fight in your spirit, even when your body gave out. I saw the way you tried to stay strong, even when everything in you wanted to quit. And I never stopped loving you through it all. So let the tears fall if they need to. Let the release happen. This is not weakness. This is sacred. This is me removing the weight from your shoulders so you can finally stand again. You've been bowed under burdens you were never meant to carry. It's time to walk upright. It's time to reclaim your posture. You are not a victim, you are victorious. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. Chosen for such a time as this. Chosen to speak when others go silent. Chosen to stand when others fall back. Chosen to carry a fire that doesn't burn out. You've been wondering if you're really the one. I'm telling you now, you are. You didn't choose me. I chose you. And I'm not changing my mind. I've seen your worst, and I still called you. I've watched you fall, and I still picked you. I've heard your cries in the dark, and I still covered you with my light. What's coming will not look like what you lost. It will be better, brighter, stronger, and it will be undeniable that it came from me. This isn't about revenge on those who hurt you. This is about restoration of what's been taken from you. I will give back more than you imagined. I will fill the places that felt hollow for years. I will heal the parts of you that even you forgot were wounded. You've been feeling the tension, the pressure, the strange weight in the air. That's not your imagination. That's spiritual movement. That's me shifting things in the unseen. You feel it in your bones because your spirit is being stirred for something greater. I've placed something holy inside you, and I will not let it go dormant. Not now. Not when you're this close to the turning point. The sound of heaven is louder than the noise around you. Tune in. Comment 1515. If you know something in your spirit is waking up right now, there's a reason the enemy has been attacking your mind lately. He knows what's coming. He knows you're on the verge of a breakthrough that will change not only your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. That's why the pressure's been unbearable. That's why the temptation to give up has been so loud. But listen to me carefully, do not quit. Do not disconnect from this moment. Do not silence the very voice you've been praying to hear. I've seen the late nights when you laid there, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this is all there is. I've heard your silent prayers, the ones you were too ashamed to speak out loud. I was there when you wept over losses you didn't even know how to grieve, and I want you to know that I counted every tear, I stored every cry, I paid attention to every sigh. None of it was wasted. All of it is part of the story I'm writing for you. The story isn't over. In fact, the part you're about to walk into will feel so different, so new, that it will almost make you forget how much you suffered just to get here. But I haven't forgotten. And I won't let the pain be the final chapter. I will give your suffering meaning. I will give your wounds purpose. The same things that nearly destroyed you will become proof of my power working in your life. Comment 1717. If you believe that God is making all things new, you are not weak because you feel tired. You are human. But I made you with strength woven into your very being. Strength that doesn't come from applause or recognition. Strength that comes from surrender. You don't have to pretend with me. You can break in my presence and still be whole. You can come undone and still be loved. I don't need your performance, I want your presence. I don't need your perfection, I want your permission to move. Let me move in your heart again. Let me speak to the places you've shut down. You don't have to live guarded. You don't have to keep building walls around your heart to protect yourself. I want to be your protection. I want to be the one you run to, not from. I want to be the first voice you hear in the morning and the last one you trust at night. I want to be your foundation again. I know the world has made it hard to trust. I know people have failed you. I know promises have been broken. But I am not like them. My word never fails. My love never runs out. My promises never return empty. And if I said I would carry you, then I will. Even if you don't feel me, even if you can't trace what I'm doing, I'm still doing it. I'm still working. I'm still building something eternal within you. Tonight, the shaking will reveal what you can't see with your natural eyes. I will show you things you didn't know were broken. I will open your eyes to patterns that need to end. I will highlight voices that no longer belong in your atmosphere. I am cleaning your environment so your spirit can breathe again. And yes, it might sting. Yes, it may feel lonely for a while. But this is not abandonment, it's alignment. Comment Amen if you feel your spirit lining up with heaven's timing. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't try to explain this move to everyone. Not everyone will understand what I'm doing with you. That's okay. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be obedient. When Abraham left everything familiar, he had no map. When Moses stood at the Red Sea, he had no plan. When Esther walked into the throne room, she had no guarantee. But they had me, and I was enough. I am still enough. You will not need the approval of man for what I'm about to do in your life. My favor will carry you into rooms your name couldn't open on its own. My hand will cover you when people try to question your calling. You've been afraid of rejection, but I've already made room for you where it matters most. You don't have to fight for a seat at the table. I've prepared one just for you. You won't have to beg for what's yours. You won't have to compete. You won't have to lower your voice or dim your light to make others comfortable. I'm calling you into fullness, into boldness, into a level of clarity that removes all doubt. And you'll know it's me, because nothing about this will feel forced. It will feel like peace, even in the middle of the storm. Even while everything else feels uncertain, you'll feel secure. You'll wake up different. Not because your circumstances changed overnight, but because your spirit did. Because you finally believed that I was still speaking. Because you leaned in when it was hard. Because you chose to trust me when it would have been easier to walk away. And that decision changes everything. It shifts the atmosphere. It invites the miraculous. It welcomes the supernatural. This is why you've felt such intensity lately. This is why your emotions have been flooding without warning. It's spiritual preparation. I've been softening the soil of your heart because I'm planting something new. You've been resisting because change feels unsafe when you've been disappointed before. But I'm not like the ones who hurt you. I'm not like the voices that told you you were too broken. I heal what others left behind. Comment 222 if you trust that this shift is divine, not accidental. Tonight you are standing at the edge of a promise. And I know it's hard to see from where you are, but what's ahead of you is more beautiful than what's behind. You've looked back too long. You've rehearsed too many regrets. You've questioned if you missed your moment. But I am the God who redeems time. And no matter how many steps you think you took in the wrong direction, I am turning them all into a path that leads you right where I always intended. Don't let the silence fool you. I do some of my greatest work in hiddenness. While you were sitting in your room asking me why nothing was happening, I was working behind the scenes. I was aligning hearts, opening unseen doors, redirecting traps the enemy set for you. You didn't hear me then, but I was moving. And now, the silence is breaking. Now, the answer is coming into view. Now, you'll begin to see what all the waiting was for. I want you to breathe tonight, deeply, fully, without fear. You've spent so much time tensing up for the next blow, the next letdown. But I am not letting this moment end in pain. I'm letting it begin in purpose. You've been under construction, but the foundation is almost set. The strength you didn't think you had, I've been building into your bones. The fire you thought went out, I've been fanning into flame. Comment 1111 if you believe this is the start of something new. I don't want you to chase what you think will make you feel whole. I want you to sit with me and let me remind you you already are. You are whole, even with the cracks. You are valuable, even when you feel lost. You are seen, even when the world overlooks you. I've never taken my eyes off of you, not once. Every second mattered, every tear mattered, every cry from your heart reached me. Tonight, something will happen that you may not fully understand, but your spirit will recognize it. It may be a sudden change, a conversation, a dream, a strange stillness, a decision you didn't see coming, but you'll feel my hand on it. You'll know it's me shifting you forward. I won't leave you guessing. I'm not trying to confuse you, I'm trying to protect you. So stay with me. Let your faith speak louder than your fear. Do not run to what's familiar just because you're scared of what's next. The old ways won't hold you anymore. The places you used to go to hide will no longer comfort you, because I'm calling you out. Out of hiding, out of self-doubt, out of the box others tried to place you in. You weren't made to blend in. You were made to shine, to speak, to carry me boldly. And I will give you everything you need to walk in that calling. You've been afraid that if you change, you'll lose people. And you might, but the ones who are meant to walk with you into your purpose will never leave. And if they do, I will send better. I never subtract without replacing. I never close a door without preparing a new one. You may not see it yet, but everything I'm removing is creating space for something sacred, for something that carries the fragrance of heaven. Comment, Amen. If you feel the release happening in your heart right now, why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I am teaching you how to trust me again. Not just with the big things, but with the small, quiet parts of your life. I care about them all. I care about the thoughts that wake you up in the middle of the night. I care about the ache you feel when no one checks on you. I care about the dream you're scared to even say out loud. I care because I love you. And love doesn't overlook. It leans in, it listens, it stays. I am not going anywhere. I don't get tired of you. I don't roll my eyes at your questions. I don't withdraw when you feel messy. I step closer, I hold tighter, I speak softer. Because that's what you need. That's what love does. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to rebuild you, to make you new from the inside out. And I'm starting now, in this very moment. What happens tonight will not just affect you, it will shift the atmosphere around you. People connected to you will begin to notice the change. Doors that were locked will begin to open. Opportunities you never imagined will start finding their way to you. But this isn't about luck. It's about alignment. It's about heaven releasing what has been held up until your heart was ready to receive it. Your heart is ready now, even if you don't feel like it is. Even if you still feel broken. That's why I'm here. That's why I sent this word. Because readiness in my kingdom doesn't mean perfection. It means surrender. And I feel your surrender. I feel your openness. I feel your longing for something real. And I'm responding with power. You've been searching for meaning, hoping that what you've been through hasn't been wasted. It hasn't. Every wound you've carried, I've turned into a seed that will now break through the soil. You didn't see the growth, but I was nurturing it the whole time. And now that your heart is tender, now that you've finally stopped running from me, I can show you what it was all for. Comment 333 to declare your faith in God's plan, even in the parts you didn't understand. I've never needed you to be perfect. I've never asked for that. What I've asked is that you remain open, that you return when you feel lost, that you speak to me when the world gets too loud, that you trust me even when the way forward seems covered in fog. That trust you've been holding on to, even with shaking hands, that's what I'm honoring now. That's what I'm using to bring the breakthrough. There are things that happened to you that weren't fair. You never deserved that betrayal. You didn't ask for that loss. And no, I didn't orchestrate that pain. But I did stay with you through it. And now I'm redeeming it. You see, I waste nothing. Even the parts of your story that made you feel abandoned are being rewritten as testimonies. I'm turning every bruise into a birthmark of blessing. Every scar will shine with my glory. The people who looked at your wounds and walked away don't have the final say. I do. And I say that you are healed. You are chosen. You are appointed for this hour. The world may not recognize you, but I do. I see what you carry. I see the fire still burning in your soul. And I'm fanning it now, not to consume you, but to awaken you. This fire will not burn you. It will refine you. It will remind you who you've always been in me. Comment 777. If you believe God is refining you through this fire. This is a fire of transformation. It is meant to strip away what's false, what's no longer serving your purpose. That's why things have felt tight. That's why it seems like certain relationships and patterns are falling apart. They are, but only because they can't walk with you into where you're going. I'm not asking you to beg anything to stay that I have called to go. Let it go in peace. I've already prepared the next. You are not being emptied without reason. I am making room for joy, room for divine connections, room for a clearer voice, room for anointing that will pour out in every place I send you. I need you light. I need you focused. I need your hands free of what once felt necessary but was only temporary. And when it leaves, do not grieve like one who has no hope. Mourn if you must, but know that greater is on the way. You don't have to perform for my love. You don't have to get it all right for me to bless you. I see your efforts. I know how hard it's been to keep showing up with a hopeful heart. I know what it cost you to stay soft in a world that keeps trying to harden you, but you did it. You kept believing in love, in goodness, in me, and now I'm going to honor that endurance. What's coming will not feel forced. You won't have to beg it to stay. You won't have to compromise who you are to be accepted. It will align naturally because it came from me. I'm aligning people who will pray for you without being asked. I'm sending opportunities that match your calling, not just your skills. I'm opening doors that require you to walk in boldness, not in begging, and you will know it's me, because peace will be your compass. Comment 555. If you're ready to receive what only God can bring, don't forget how far you've already come. You've crossed valleys that tried to bury you. You've climbed out of pits that were never meant to let you go. You've survived things that no one knew about. And still you breathe. Still you hope. Still you dare to believe in healing. That is no small thing. That is proof of my spirit inside you. That is proof of purpose. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There will be people who try to remind you of your past, but I already covered that. The moment you gave it to me, I cast it into the depths. I don't bring it up again, so don't let the enemy do it either. Your past is not your prison, it's your platform. You're not disqualified, you're destined. And I will keep proving that over and over again. Not because you've earned it, but because I love you. You don't have to fear what's ahead. I've already walked the path. I've already seen the detours, the roadblocks, the unseen dangers, and I've cleared them. Your only task is to follow, not to figure it all out, not to control it, just to follow, just to listen, just to stay close enough to my voice that even when the world is loud, you recognize the whisper that says, "This is the way. Walk in it." You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too much. You are exactly who I want, exactly who I've chosen, exactly the voice I've anointed for this moment, and nothing can cancel that calling. No mistake, no failure, no accusation. I've called you by name, and when I call, nothing can stop what I've planned. This night was chosen for a reason. This message is not one of many, it is the one meant for you. Meant for your soul, your breakthrough, your direction. I know you've been asking when things will finally shift. I know the silence has made you question your faith, but silence is never absence. I was simply preparing the right moment to reveal what had to be hidden until now, and that moment has come. Comment 999. If your soul knows this word was always meant for you, I've allowed the shaking not to destroy you but to awaken you. You kept praying for me to open doors, but I needed to open your eyes first. You were asking me to change your circumstances, but I needed to change what you believed about yourself, because the lie that says you're not enough has held you back long enough. The lie that says you're disqualified, forgotten, or overlooked, it ends now. You are about to see what it looks like when my truth replaces the lies you've lived with for years. You're about to experience the freedom that comes not from escape, but from encounter. I'm not pulling you away from the hard places just yet. I'm stepping into them with you, because true deliverance doesn't mean avoiding the fire. It means walking through it with me beside you, shielding you, strengthening you, revealing my glory in every flame. Some of the things you've been clinging to are about to fall away, and you might be tempted to chase after them. Don't. Trust that what leaves now was never meant to stay. Trust that what breaks was not built on a foundation I blessed. I am not taking anything from you that you need for your next season. I'm removing what was draining your spirit and blocking your vision. Let it go. I have more. Comment 1010. If you believe God is making space for something better, you've asked me for answers, but tonight I'm giving you revelation. This is more than a solution to a problem. This is a divine reset, a full circle moment. What didn't make sense before will start becoming clear. The people who left you, the places you were denied, the things that didn't work out, none of it was wasted. I was guiding you, even when you thought I was silent. I was building strength when you thought I was ignoring your pain. You see, I have a timing that doesn't bow to pressure. I'm not late, I'm not hesitant, I'm perfect in every detail. And now that your heart is finally in alignment, I can begin the release. I can pour out what I've held back for such a time as this. Blessings that were delayed, not denied. Breakthroughs that were waiting for obedience. Doors that were reserved for the moment your spirit could handle what your voice was called to speak. You've been waiting for the right time, but I've been waiting for the right heart. Now that you've surrendered, now that you've stopped pretending you're fine, I can move. I can overflow. I can elevate. You've been feeling it building up inside, the tension, the anticipation, the pressure. It wasn't anxiety. It was pregnancy. Your purpose has been stretching inside you, and now it's ready to be born. You're about to give birth to a new identity, not one you created, but one I ordained. A version of you that no longer lives in fear of rejection, a version of you that no longer runs from your calling, a version of you that trusts me even in the unknown. That's who you really are. Not who the world told you to be, not who trauma tried to shape you into, but the bold, healed, whole child I've always known you were becoming. Comment Amen. If you're ready to become the version of yourself that God always saw. The enemy tried to convince you that you'd never recover, that you'd stay stuck in cycles forever. But I am breaking cycles tonight. The cycle of fear, the cycle of insecurity, the cycle of lack, the cycle of emotional abandonment. They end now. Not because you figured it all out, but because I'm stepping in. I'm interrupting the pattern. I'm declaring enough. And when I say something ends, no demon in hell can reopen it. You don't have to know what's next. You just have to follow me. I will be your light when things go dark. I will be your compass when you feel lost. I will be your comfort when the grief tries to return. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for trust. If you give me your yes, I will give you my best. Not just materially, but spiritually. I will heal the heartache. I will restore the joy. I will bring peace where there's been panic. Even as you read these words, something in your spirit is shifting. It's subtle, but it's real. The fear is starting to fade. The heaviness is starting to lift. That's not just emotion, that's me. That's my spirit, confirming that this moment is not manufactured. This is holy. This is prophetic. This is yours. And you'll never be the same after this. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't look back. Don't second-guess it. Don't let your past make you question this present moment. I am not just revisiting you. I am reviving you. Reviving the dreams you buried. Reviving the faith you thought you lost. Reviving the vision you laid down. You haven't missed it. You didn't lose your chance. I'm still here. I'm still calling you. And my plan for you is still intact. What has been tied up for years will begin to loosen. What has been stuck will start to shift. What has felt heavy will begin to lift. Because I am removing what was never yours to carry. You thought you had to do this alone. Figure it out. Stay strong for everyone else. But that was never your burden. I didn't call you to carry everything. I called you to carry me in your heart and let me carry the weight you were never designed for. Comment 1212 if you're ready to be free from the burdens God never gave you. I've been protecting you in ways you didn't even notice. You thought some things didn't work out because you weren't good enough. But the truth is, I blocked them because I love you too much to let you settle for less than what I've promised. I know what would have broken your spirit. I know what would have drained you dry. That relationship, that deal, that opportunity, it was not rejection, it was my redirection. The road ahead is unfamiliar, but it's not unsafe. You won't need to force what's next. You won't need to perform or manipulate or beg. What's coming is ordained. It's holy. It will be led by my hand, not by your fear. You'll know it's me because peace will surround it. It may come suddenly. It may come quietly, but it will come undeniably. Because when I speak a word, it doesn't return empty. It returns fulfilled. You've been holding yourself together by threads. You've been pretending you're fine while silently hoping someone would notice how close you are to breaking. I noticed. And I'm not letting you fall apart. I'm holding you together. Even now, as you read these words, I am wrapping my arms around you. I'm bringing stillness to the storm inside you. I'm whispering peace to the chaos. I'm pouring healing into every unseen wound. Comment, Amen. If you feel God's arms holding you right now, you won't need to explain yourself in this next season. I will speak for you. I will defend you. I will bring justice to the wrongs you thought no one saw. What was done in secret, I saw it. What broke your heart, I felt it. And what you endured in silence, I will honor in public. Not with vengeance, but with vindication. I'm not just restoring your heart, I'm restoring your name. There is something sacred in how you didn't give up. Even when no one clapped for you, even when no one said, "I'm proud of you," you kept showing up. You kept praying. You kept believing in me, even when everything around you told you to stop. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of faith shakes the gates of hell. That kind of faith is what I'm about to reward openly. You may not feel ready, but I don't call the ready. I ready the called. And you, my child, have been called. You were called when you were weeping alone in your room. You were called when you doubted your worth. You were called when you made mistakes you swore you'd never make. I never stopped calling you. I never changed my mind. My hand is still on you. My grace is still covering you. Comment 1717. If you know that God has called you despite everything, don't let your emotions talk you out of this moment. Feelings will pass, but my word stands forever. You may not feel strong, but I am your strength. You may not feel qualified, but I am your source. This is not about your ability. This is about your availability. And now that you've given me space to move, I'm about to do what only I can. Expect interruptions. Expect realignment. Expect closed doors that don't make sense, followed by open ones that no one can explain. Expect miracles that come disguised as detours. Expect peace to settle into places where anxiety used to live. You won't have to search for signs anymore, they will surround you. You won't have to keep asking for confirmation. You'll feel it in your spirit, deep, clear, undeniable. And when the changes come, don't shrink. Don't question whether you deserve it. I didn't bless you because you earned it. I blessed you because I chose you. And I chose you knowing every flaw, every fear, every secret. I chose you before the heartbreak. I chose you before the failure. I chose you before the breakthrough. And I'm still choosing you now. This is your release. This is your moment of becoming. This is where the identity I gave you begins to rise above the lies you believed. You are not behind. You are not invisible. You are not too far gone. You are rising, and the world will soon see what I've always known, that you were made for more. Comment 1111. If you believe God is preparing to elevate you in this very hour, you're about to step into places your pain prepared you for. You're about to carry joy with a depth only the broken can understand. You'll speak with authority because you've walked through fire and didn't burn. You'll lead with compassion because you know what it feels like to be overlooked. And you'll walk with me in a closeness that only those who've suffered deeply can understand. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You will not live the rest of your life in survival mode. You were not made to simply endure, you were made to conquer. You were made to build, to create, to restore. And I will give you beauty for the ashes you've been sifting through. I will pour out glory where grief once ruled. I will raise you up not for your fame, but for my name. Because when people see what I've done in you, they will know it was me. You won't have to force your way into anything. What's for you is already flowing toward you. I have declared it, and nothing can stop it. All I need you to do is remain faithful, stay open, stay listening, stay near, because what's next is bigger than what's behind. And I need your full attention to carry it well. You are deeply wanted. You are my beloved. And this moment you're in, it's not a pause, it's a preparation. You haven't been delayed. You've been protected. I withheld what you thought you needed because I knew what would really nourish your spirit. I've watched the world pull at you, try to twist your worth, try to turn you into someone you were never made to be. But I never lost sight of the real you. And I'm calling that version to the front now. Comment, Amen. If you believe God is calling the real you out of hiding, don't be afraid when things begin to fall apart around you. Some things need to break so your true foundation can rise. You've built parts of your life on fear, fear of being left, fear of failing, fear of not being enough. But I'm removing every layer that was built on anything less than my truth. And what remains will be strong, it will be real, it will be holy. This is not punishment, this is pruning. I only cut back what I intend to multiply. And yes, I know it hurts. I know it feels like loss. But I promise you, nothing I remove will compare to what I'm bringing next. The spaces that feel empty now will overflow soon. The silence you've been sitting in will echo with purpose. The loneliness will turn into clarity. I am turning everything around, even the things you thought were permanent. Comment 555. If you believe restoration is already in motion, you've been walking with wounds that never had time to heal. Always pressing forward, always carrying others, always hiding your pain behind strength. But tonight, I'm asking you to let that armor fall. You don't have to be strong for me. You just have to be honest. I want to meet you in the raw places, the parts you don't show anyone, the places that still ache. I am healing what's beneath the surface. You don't have to explain why you're tired. I understand it. I've seen how much you've poured out, how much you've fought to keep your faith alive when everything around you made it hard to believe. But you've done well. You've stayed close, even when it would have been easier to walk away. And because of that, I am about to honor you openly for the private sacrifices you made silently. Don't fear the shift that's coming. Don't resist it. I know it feels uncomfortable, but discomfort is often the sign of divine movement. You prayed for change. You prayed for clarity. You prayed for doors to open. And this shift is part of the answer. It might not come packaged the way you imagined, but I assure you it's better. It's built for you. It's filled with purpose. Comment 222. If you trust the process, even when you don't understand the plan, you may not feel brave right now. That's okay. I never said you had to feel brave to walk into what I called you to. You just have to trust me enough to take the next step. That step might be quiet. It might feel small. But even your smallest steps of obedience shake the foundations of darkness. Every yes you whisper, every tear you surrender, every fear you place in my hands, it all moves heaven on your behalf. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not a mistake. You are becoming. Becoming everything I whispered over you before time began. You are growing into the shape of your purpose. You are stepping into the atmosphere of answered prayer, and every moment that felt wasted will become part of the testimony that stirs someone else back to life, because I won't let your pain be pointless. Your future is not on hold, it's unfolding. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. Don't rush it, don't compare it, just trust it. Trust that I'm working all things together. Trust that I know what I'm doing. Trust that what I promised will come to pass, not because you forced it, but because I am faithful.